What is up everyone? In this video, I'll be going through step by step on how you can start mining some cryptocurrencies with your PC. And this can be any PC ranging from your high-end gaming PC, your whatever PC that you use for work or web browsing, to your laptops, be it your gaming laptops or any laptops that are grossly underutilized. Now, of course, laptop is not recommended as heat can easily build up in a laptop and not being able to dissipate heat as efficient as a desktop PC. But if you have a decent gaming laptop, it is still workable, or you have any laptop that has been sitting in your storeroom and not being utilized, you can put them up and mine some coin at least until the laptop decides to retire. Again, no pun intended, laptop is where I get started in cryptocurrency mining. That's what I had back in the days. Then eventually I started getting parts and start building a PC with a single graphics card for cryptocurrency mining. And fast forward today, I'm building dedicated mining rigs. And of course, how much you can make largely depends on the specs of your GPU or in some cases, your CPU. So lower end PC or laptop may make a lot less and it would take time before the crypto gets into your wallet. But it would be a great starting point to at least trying out mining and see whether you love the idea of letting your hardware to do some work and make you some passive income. Now, I have actually made a very similar guide before on how to start cryptocurrency mining with a miner program called Nicehash. But for this tutorial guide, I'll be going through how you can start mining some cryptocurrencies with a program called UnMineable. So before I proceed any further, I would just like to briefly explain a little difference between these two mining softwares. Now, both Nicehash and UnMineable use your PC hardware, which are CPU and GPU, to do cryptocurrency mining. Both interfaces are very user-friendly and easy to work with in Windows, but of course, there are more advanced and sophisticated ways of using their services or servers, which I'm not going to cover in this video because this video is meant for the absolute beginners. Now, the differences are here. Nicehash will figure out the most profitable coin to mine and then they will mine it for you and pay you out in Bitcoin. While for UnMineable, you can get payout in a variety of cryptocurrencies, and a lot of these cryptos are traditionally not mineable with CPU or GPU, or they are just proof of stake cryptocurrencies that are totally not mineable. That's why it is called UnMineable. If we take a look at the homepage of UnMineable, which is unmineable.com, these are the cryptocurrencies that you can configure to get your payout with. We have coins or cryptos that are mineable but only with ASICs, which is like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and also Litecoin, and so on and so forth, as well as cryptocurrencies that are totally not mineable, like Cardano, your Shiba Inu, or even like crypto.com coin, which is a CRO. Now, of course, you are not mining these coins directly. What you are actually doing is essentially mining Ethereum or Ethereum Classic with your GPU or Monero with your CPU. If you set up a custom miner, you can mine Ravencoin with your GPU through UnMineable as well. Now, what it does at the back end is basically converting the coins you mine into the coin that you choose. Pretty fancy way of crypto mining, I would say. So if you want to get payout in Bitcoin, I highly suggest you to use Nicehash instead, and I have already made a comprehensive step-by-step guide for you to follow, so be sure to check that out. I'll link it in the YouTube card at the top right corner, as well as in the description below. But if your goal is to mine and get payout in other coins offered by UnMineable, then this is a guide for you. So if you are ready, let's begin. Alright, so the first thing that you need to do is go to unmineable.com and then click download. So what you need to do is press the green download button to download your file. And depending on your security settings of your browser and PC, you will most probably get some kind of warning. Now, here's something that I would want to explain. You will get all the false flags for downloading any miner, basically, not because the file you download is malicious, but it is because many people are using those miners' files maliciously. So as long as you are downloading mining software from their respective official source, then you would be fine. So for my case, this UnMineable zip file is Google Chrome says that it is dangerous. So what you need to do is go to your downloads or press Ctrl J on your keyboard, and then just go ahead and say click keep dangerous file, and then click keep anywhere. So right now, most probably this is what will happen. All right, your Windows security will remove the file straight away, as it says that it is a virus. So what you can do is actually go to your Windows security dashboard under virus and threat protection, click manage settings. You want to turn on the real-time protection for just a bit, and then you can click the file again to sort of like re-download the file. And this time round, all right, the file should be kept. So just wait for a couple of seconds. All right, so again, just click keep dangerous file, keep anywhere, and then this time round, it is not being deleted. So what I like to do is actually go to your exclusions, just click add or remove exclusion. So I like to keep all my miners file. You can see that I've already set a folder whereby I keep all my miners. So later on, I'll just copy and paste, cut and paste this mining software into this folder, and it will not be, affected by your Windows securities anymore. All right, so now I have cut and paste the file that I have just downloaded in my miners folder. You can see that I have a lot of other miners, but just don't care about that. We want to unzip this unmineable.miners zip file. You can just click extract to this one, and then it will have a folder. So inside the folder is where you will find the miners file. And what you need to do is basically double click and launch the miner. So once the miner software is being launched, this is what you will see. So UnMineable, the fastest and easiest way to start mining your favorite non-mineable and some mineable coins like what I explained just now. What you need to do is click continue, and you will be given two choices right over here. So whether you want to mine with your graphics card, aka GPU, or CPU. If your PC has a discrete graphics or GPU, I highly recommend you to go with GPU, because generally it is going to be more profitable. But if you couldn't make your GPU to mine, or you don't have a discrete graphics for your PC or laptop, then you can go with CPU. Now, if you want to know the minimum requirements of your hardware to mine like certain coins, you can click this link, minimum requirements, and it will go to send you to the site. And for this demonstration, I'll be using GPU first, because this PC right over here has a GTX 1660 Ti in it. So next up, I'll just have to click next, and then you will need to select a coin that you want to get paid. So for this demonstration, I will go for Cardano, which is ADA. You can search from this list, or you just type the name right over here. And next thing, what you need to do is actually enter your Cardano address. So copy and paste your address right into this field here. Now, the Cardano wallet that I'm using is actually by Celsius, simply because they give interest on my cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you want your cryptocurrencies to make more money for you, I highly recommend Celsius as one of the wallets that I use, as they give interest on cryptocurrencies that you already own. Now, you can, of course, choose other coins to mine like Dogecoin, Litecoin, Shiba Inu, and whatever coins that you want, as long as UnMineable offers it. So just make sure that you get the right wallet address and paste it in this field whereby it says enter your address. Now next, what I want to explain is the referral code right over here. Now, just like any other mining software and pool out there, there is a 1% fee when you mine with UnMineable. Now, if you set up your workers with another miner's referral code, for example, if you were to use my referral code, okay, you would get a 0.25% fee reduction, which means instead of paying 1%, you are paying 0.75% fee. Now, as you are mining with my referral code, for instance, I'll be getting a 0.25% from all the mining rewards from you, even if I'm not mining. But I'm not going to give you my referral code because you can actually use your own referral code and get like a 0.5% off. So why not save 0.5%? So what you can do is go to UnMineable website and just click referrals and then click get your referral code. You can read all these things and understand how the referral system works. But just go ahead and click this get your referral code. And what you need to do is actually, I think, let me see. Okay. I think you have to choose the coin first and then click referrals. All right, so now you can enter your Cardano address here. So just gonna paste it and then click the search icon right over here. So you can see that because we haven't started mining anything, there is like zero like payout, whatever thing. But what you need to do is go to referral code, and then this is actually your code. What you need to do is just copy and then paste it into this field right over here, and then just click start. So after you click start, then sometimes you get this like window defender firewall and things like that. You can just click allow access, and in just a couple of seconds, I believe it will start mining. All right, so right now it has started mining. So what it is doing right here is actually mining like Ethereum or Ethereum Classic, and then once your payout threshold is hit, then it will pay you out in, like for my case here is Cardano. So just want to explain a little bit, okay? Right now it is mining at 23.4 mega hash per second mining. Let me just check now. You can click this advanced setting and you can see there are a few things here. First thing is select your mining intensity. So if you don't need the GPU, meaning that you are just like using like for browsing, watching YouTube, you can actually set this to high as long as you are not gaming or doing some like GPU intensive tasks like video editing. So you can just click high and select the GPU mining algorithm. Now there are two options here, ETC hash and EThash. So if your graphics card has 6 GB of VRAM or higher, you can go for EThash, okay, because it is mining Ethereum. ETC hash is just mining Ethereum Classic. So if you have like less than 4 GB of VRAM, but it has to be more than 3 GB, all right, then you have to choose ETC hash. Otherwise, EThash is the way to go. Now, next, you can set a custom worker name. I'm just going to set it Studio PC because I'm right now in my studio. This is actually our studio editing PC, and then referral code is what I have set just now. And next is start mining on app start. So basically, you can turn this on if you just want to like let the miner run itself every time you boot into the computer and make this like almost a passive thing so that you don't have to like remember to turn on the miner and things like that. Then you can click to on. Otherwise, if I'm not turning this PC off anyway, so I'm just going to click off, and then I will just click save and restart the miners, because just now it was actually mining Ethereum Classic, I believe, and right now I want to set it to mine Ethereum and get payout in Cardano because mining Ethereum is more profitable. So things should start like get back into mining again in a couple of seconds. All right, we are back in mining again. This time round, we are mining Ethereum. Of course, we are going to get payout in ADA, which is Cardano later on. And we are getting 23.4 mega hash per second, which is very similar, or if not exactly the same with just now when we was mining Ethereum Classic just now, because EThash and ETC hash, basically they are the same algorithm. Now, the next thing what I would usually do is actually overclock the GPU so that we get more hash rate out of it and also undervolt the GPU so that it stays cooler, as well as adjusting the fan speed. So the program that we'll be using is actually MSI Afterburner. Now this one is a free software that you can use to overclock and do a whole bunch of settings. And regardless if you're using an AMD or NVIDIA, or whether or not your graphics card is an MSI brand, it doesn't matter, it will work. So the first thing that I'll usually do is actually adjust the fan speed. You can see that the fan is right now spinning at 76%, but it is on auto fan, and the GPU is running at 72 degrees Celsius. So what I like to do is actually raise the fan speed, like let's say to 85, because I like my GPU, okay, it is better if we can keep them below 70 degrees Celsius. All right, so let me just give you a general idea on how you can overclock your GPU for Ethereum or Ethereum Classic mining. So the first thing that you would need to, but again, just a disclaimer, okay, every GPU is different, you need to figure out yourself. I'm just here to give you a general direction on how you can overclock your GPU and also do a little bit of undervolting. You still have to, do a bunch of tests. So the first thing that we want to do is actually raise our memory clock. You can start with like 300 and click apply. Remember, every time you change any settings, you need to click this check button, which is the apply button. So by raising the memory clock, we will usually get more hash rate. All right. So you can see that we are now getting like 24.1 mega hash. Okay. Let's see if it will keep increasing. Now 24.6, we can raise to like 500. Now you can raise it 100 at a time, but because this is my GPU, I know that how much it can handle at its maximum. So you can, but just for demonstration purpose, by increasing the memory clock, we can see that the hash rate is actually increasing as well. So you can see that right now we are at plus 500. Okay, the hash rate is still going up. So we are at 25.6 mega hash per second right now. So this GPU, I can comfortably go up to 800 on the memory clock, plus 800 on the memory clock. All right. So we will slowly see that the hash rate will increase. You can see that it is at 26.2 mega hash per second right now. Again, you need to do a bunch of tests, raise the memory clock by 100 every time until you get some kind of crash, or your computer or PC just like goes into blue screen or no display. Then you have to restart. You have to do a lot of tests on yourself for your specific GPU. Now, just a side note, while waiting the hash rate to go up, I also do some reviews on certain GPUs, and I will do some in the future as well. So check out my channel for those GPU review. So right now we are getting 27 mega hash per second. We improve a little bit of the hash rate right over there. And the next thing we can do is actually reduce the core clock. Okay, you can reduce to like the maximum, which is a negative 502. Now the reason is because we don't need to use the core, okay? Pretty much we don't need to use the core to do Ethereum mining because it's not a core intensive algorithm. And you can see that the hash rate drops a little bit, but actually you can, if you realize the temperature also dropped. Just now we hit 73, right now it is 72. So you can actually drop the core actually slowly by like minus 100, then minus 200, then minus 300, and test out what are the effects that you are getting. Now, to undervolt your GPU, this one is a little bit more advanced, but I will do it, just undervolt this specific GPU. Again, yours can be different. What I'll usually do is actually go to curve editor, and then I would see what is the GPU core right now is at 1395. So what I can do is click the first dot right over here and then press it and press shift to highlight everything, and then press shift enter and type 1350 and just try out first until you see a line, meaning that a straight line, then you can click apply. So you can also use like some software to monitor the wattage. The wattage will usually drop. You can if you don't want to use like additional software to watch the wattage, meaning that the power consumption, you can also look at the temperature changes right over here. So right now it is at 65 degrees Celsius. So it is actually running cooler because it is consuming less energy. So what I can do is actually reduce the core until, okay, I get, you know, some kind of like instability and things like that. So for this specific GPU, I can run the core as low as 950. Again, this is for my specific GPU. So I hit apply. You can see that it is running at around 950 megahertz on the core, and you can immediately see that the temperature drops. So this is basically how we can overclock the GPU and then undervolt the GPU so that it uses less power and the GPU runs cooler. Again, every GPU is different, so overclock at your own risk, do your own due diligence. All right, so the next thing, I just want to quickly go through how you can mine with your CPU. Now, you can actually mine with both your GPU and CPU at the same time. What you need to do is basically go and launch the miner once again. All right, so you can actually run both at the same time. So let me just try it out and show you how you can also mine with your CPU. So again, click continue. This time around, you have to click CPU. Now, if you do not have GPU, then you can only mine with your CPU. So that will be the process that you have to go through. Click next. Same thing, your whatever coin you want to mine, in this case is Cardano, the wallet address, referral code. This is my referral code. Use your own to get more kickback, and click start. And the miner will run in just a bit. So you can see that when I rerun the miner, it actually show the latest balance already. So I can actually, right over here, I can reload and it should reflect the latest balance right over here. So while letting the, okay, so we are already getting the hash rate. So we are doing a 6,000 over, okay, 6,600 hash. And this thing is mining Monero with your CPU. All right, so, and you can go to the settings and you can choose high or whatever. You can update your worker's name and then set a referral code. If you need to use your PC for other applications, you can click low, or else you can just leave it at high if you don't need to run like any heavy task on your PC, okay? You can just leave it there. So the hash rate is going a little bit higher now. For CPU mining, okay, the hash rate will go up and down depending on the usage of your PC. So if you are browsing web or Facebook, social media, or watching YouTube videos, okay, the hash rate will drop a little bit, and that's normal. Sometimes your computer will also get a little bit laggy because it is using your CPU. So the CPU I have here is pretty decent. It's an AMD 3700X, so that's why I'm getting such a decent hash rate mining Monero right over here. Again, it will pay out in Cardano later. All right, so next, what I want to share with you is actually how you can check the profitability as well as check your current mining balance. So go to your UnMineable website and click the coin that you want to get payout with. In this case, I'm using Cardano, and this is the page. And I'm right now under Ethash because I am actually mining Ethereum and get payout in Cardano. I was getting around like 24 mega hash mining Ethereum. So the hash rate suffers a little bit because I was mining, okay, with both GPU and CPU. So the hash rate suffer a little bit. So in this case, you can see that with 24 mega hash, I will be getting 0.92 Cardano a day. And also when we go to random X, which is a CPU, I was hashing at 6600 hash per second mining Monero, and we can see that I will be getting 0.22 okay, Monero per day. So 0.22 plus 0.92, let's just take out the calculator. So 0.22 plus 0.92, I'll be getting 1.14 Cardano a day mining 24 hours. And right over here, you can see that the payout is from 8 ADA. So meaning that A divided by 1.14, okay, I will need to mine like at least 7 days before I can get my Cardano. So the next thing that I want to share with you is how you can check the stats for your current mining progress. So under this, you can see it says enter your address to check your stats. What you need to do is paste your Cardano address or whatever coins you're mining. You paste the respective address here and then just hit the search button. All right, so you can see that, okay, the hash rate is not reflected accurately just yet because it says only 4,300 hash for random X, and it says like what, nothing on the Ethereum. What happened? The thing just crashed. All right, so it is still mining, so it will just take some time for the website to update the progress. Okay, so we have random X and Ethash. So here is where you can see your mining progress. So again, because I'm doing this tutorial in just like less than an hour time, you would need like a couple of minutes at least, or at least an hour for everything to reflect a little bit normally in this dashboard right over here. Now, the next thing that you need to check is actually this auto pair once a day at like 1 o'clock UTC whenever my balance is over 888. Because if you do not check this, it will not automatically pay you the coin that you mine, okay, once you hit the threshold. So in this case for Cardano is 8 Cardano. So you have to check this so that the system, okay, the UnMineable system will automatically pay you the crypto or coin once you hit the threshold. So you can see the past payment because I have no payouts as yet, and referral code. Okay, you can see that this is my referral codes, and yeah, these are all the stats that you can see. So you can see it, the mining balance, how much is that, and also referral balance. So this one, you are actually using your own referral codes, then is under here. So these are the things that you can see from this dashboard. Okay, so pretty neat, straightforward, nothing very complicated right over here, mining using UnMineable. Alright, so that's all for this video, a beginner's guide to cryptocurrency mining with UnMineable. Now, if you want an ultimate guide on how you can mine with your GPU, which is more advanced than this, I do have a full guide which is like 2.5 hours long. I included a lot of information like how to decide which coin to mine, how to mine different coins, how to overclock, proper overclock, and get more hash rate, more mining performance out of your GPU, and undervolt so that they consume less power and generate less heat and all those great stuffs. So if you want to advance into all these, you can check that out. I'll link it in the top right corner YouTube card. So if you like this video and find this video helpful, do not forget to drop us a like. Subscribe if you would like to learn more about cryptocurrency mining or any personal finance related topics. Subscribe for more and turn on the notification bell, and I will see you when I see you. Peace out. So this is weird. So every time I do this kind of tutorial, because we are rushing the progress and the flow, and it's actually still mining right over here. Everything is mining very normally, and the website just does not want to show the actual, does not reflect everything's like normally just yet. The only thing I get is like mega hash 25, but the chart is not really showing anything. All right. Hope that is not confusing at your side. Nonetheless, thanks for watching. If you watch until here, just a little bit of like bloopers. Oh.